Yeah, Anza.
Okay, fine. ठीक, great. So Anza, how's the weather there?
Karachi.
Lahore, it's amazing.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
Lahore is amazing. But Islamabad right now it's beautiful. I wish I could show you guys around,
Really.
but it's raining. It's always very pretty.
Dear
It's still,
life,
by the
people.
way, Lahore is warm, but Islamabad is still a bit chilly.
Okay.
So
All right. Okay. So I guess we are live now. Thank you so much, Hansa, for the update. Let's start
thank you.
the discussion. I welcome you all to this discussion of economic empowerment of women through skill development and online opportunities. We all know कि जैसे कि online opportunities का दौर है, and thanks to sarcastically, but thanks to pandemic, we all came to know that everything stopped except online activities. So if you are skilled in online development or online activities, you are kind of safe in a very interesting way. So as you all know that right now, major burden of economics is shared by female across the globe. So what's the best thing to do is empower them economically, how to manage their household and workforce online, because this is the new world order right now. We have to admit that, whether we like it or not. So today on the panel, we have three amazing ladies, Maheen, Anza, and Sara, and they are from different walks of life. ये बहुत मुख्तलिफ departments में amazing काम कर रही है, which is so brilliant. While I was going through your bio, I was like, oh my god, wow, amazing. These are the like current present Pakistani women, and that's brilliant. So one by one, I would like you guys to introduce yourself a little bit to the participants who are listening and have joined us. Maheen, I guess we can start with you, please. Maheen, हमें Canada से join कर रही हैं, and thank you so much, Maheen, for joining us from there. So I would like कि
Thank
आप
you.
थोड़ा introduction दे दें.
Thank you so much, Avara, for such a wonderful interview. And I've known you for so long personally, and I feel like you're doing amazing things as well. So I'm just going to introduce myself first. So my name is
Thank you.
Maheen Ahmed, and I am working as a freelance account manager with Social Eyes Communications here in Toronto. And I'm also working with different car dealerships and businesses as a social media marketer. And I work from home. Not because of the pandemic, but I've always sort of developed myself as a freelancer. So I have always sort of worked from home. And I was also working as a lecturer in 3 different universities when I was in Pakistan, and I recently just moved here. And my goal in life is to basically tell women, especially new mothers, that they can do anything. They don't have to stop when they give birth to a child. They can actually develop skills that can help them become financially independent. So that's just sort of a summary of what I do and how I'm doing it. And I do live webinars and I do live sessions where I train them to sort of develop themselves as a personal brand and as a freelancer. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. I've seen you grow, and that's a brilliant journey,
Thank
mashallah,
you.
Maheen. You have been doing great. And from a young girl who was just freshly graduated from the college, and now to a mother, in fact, young mother and entrepreneur, you are doing brilliant, mashallah. So proud of you.
Thank
So
you.
let's talk to Anza. Anza is joining us from Islamabad, and I am sure that she's enjoying a lovely weather there. So I would like to hear her part of the story, how she's been doing and what she's been doing. So Anza, over to
Okay.
you.
Absolutely. Right now, I'm just a few kilometers out of Islamabad. I am based here. But let me tell you a little bit about my story. So, I grew up in Karachi. And while I was growing up, I grew up with the narrative that, Karachi is the most dangerous city in the world because of the environment that we grew up in. But I did not want to live with that narrative. And I, along with some like minded individuals, founded this organization called Pursukun Karachi, which worked on using art and technology to really help counter that narrative that we have and create a more positive, promote a more proactive, positive image of Pakistan and around the globe. Um, After that, I got into de-radicalization, so I'm an expert at making counter narratives. So I worked a lot in sports diplomacy, sports for social change. I'm a proud alumni of the US State Department's program Emerging Leaders of Pakistan. I've also done sports diplomacy programs with Right to Play and Women Win. I have been you know advising our government as well as a couple of other think tanks on policy and youth affairs. So I've, mashallah, trained about more than 3,000, 4,000 young people across Pakistan. A lot of work has been on women empowerment and worked in the education sector. And currently, I am heading corporate affairs for a think tank called CXO Global Forum. And what they do is it's a knowledge sharing platform for C levels across Pakistan and the globe. So I work on, creating that knowledge economy and contributing to it. So that's
Wow,
pretty much it.
mashallah.
Thank you.
Mashallah, it is mind-blowing, mashallah. At such young age, you have been like on the right track and making
So I
all
left the
Pakistani women
best.
proud.
Sorry, I left
Please.
the best for the last. So for
Okay.
those of you who've seen my sports envoy programs with the State Department, so I'm also one of the first females to do MMA in Pakistan. So MMA and
Mashallah.
kickboxing. So thank you
Wow.
so much, Anila, and I'm very excited, Shapara, to be talking to you all today.
That is amazing. I'm like so proud of you. I am so happy right now to surrounded among such amazing ladies. Good job, Mashallah. Last least with us and let's get her on panel. How was her journey, what she's doing right now, and how she started off. Ji Sara.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum everyone. मेरा नाम सारा अहमद है और मैं पीस बिल्डिंग और काउंटरिंग वायलेंट एक्सट्रीमिज्म की स्पेस में काम करती हूँ पिछले 5 साल से. Particularly, I've worked a lot with young people, community influencers, also persons with disabilities. और हमारा मकसद ये है कि communities और young लोगों को इतना resilient बनाया जाए कि वो खुद से fight back करें, against extremist narratives, both in the online space and also in the offline space. So that includes, equipping them with different skills, equipping them with different opportunities so that they can express themselves freely, so that they can also, create counter narratives on their own, depending on their context, depending on their liking. Because I feel that जो लोग या जो communities में रह रहे होते हैं या जहाँ पे problems होते हैं, they are the best ones to understand how to deal with those problems. They're the best ones to come up with the solutions. So all we try to do is facilitate that process for them, so that they can sort of fight back and also, become financially and economically independent, because that's also very, very important. क्योंकि जब आपके पास ज़राए नहीं होते इनकम के, there's obviously, you're very susceptible to getting attracted to certain elements and certain ideologies. So that's sort of the space that I work in.
Amazing, like working for peace building is really like वक्त की जरूरत जिसको हम कह सकते हैं. So hats off to you. So proud of you girls. अच्छा, a few days back we were having this discussion and we got this book from US embassy and they shared this thing कि point of view क्या है, and एक खातून writer का point of view था, and that book had this conclusion that if economically people are stable, especially women, then they have the power to make decisions. And if they have power to make the decisions, they can change the world for better around them. And thus, balance जो है power का वो बड़ा अच्छा तरीके से manage हो सकता है. And right now, the whole struggle we are facing in the world on various levels is just because of power struggle and power balance का ना होना. So yes, we have to admit that we need women to be economically independent. We need to create more opportunities, and we need them. Now they can get more. Where are the opportunities? Where to start from? So I would like you girls to share your story from how you knew कि यार शुरू कहाँ से करना था, because it's very important that when you plan to do something, आपको ये नहीं मालूम होता कि मेरी strength क्या है, और मुझे अगर strength का मालूम भी है, if I even know my strength, how to start off, because majority of time without any experience or any guidance, people are lost. So I would like one by one आप तीनों से कि you start how you knew कहाँ से start करना है. So let's start with Maheen and let's hear her side of story, how she knew कहाँ से start करना है.
So I was 15 years old when I started. You probably know, I know you from that time. I was just 15 years old when I started working as a content writer. And I attended workshops. And I realized at that time, I didn't know that content writing or copywriting or graphic designing is something that I wanted to do, because I had just graduated from school and I didn't really have an idea what my unique selling proposition would be that would get me into the market. And when I discovered that, I realized that, I'm good at content writing. If I learn from online courses, there are so many online resources available where you can just sort of tap into it and then know what your soft skills and what your technical skills are. You need to first differentiate what your soft skills are and what are you good at technically and super specifically, and then just sort of define your niche where you want to work. So I sort of realized I'm good at content writing, and then I realized that I'm good at marketing. So I combined these two. So now I do copywriting and content creation for different brands and sort of develop their presence on social media. And you don't have to go out or attend like in-person trainings for that, even after or before the pandemic. You can just go Google, use YouTube. There are so many free resources that women can use. And I realized a lot of times I saw that a lot of women were in abusive relationships. And the only thing that was stopping them from getting out of that relationship was the fact that they were not financially independent. True. And they just thought कि वो कर ही नहीं सकती, कि उनमें नहीं वो बन सकती जिनको वो टीवी पे या मीडिया पर देखती. बट ऐसा नहीं है. अगर मेरे जैसा 15 साल की उम्र में कोई कर सकता है तो आई बिलीव हर कोई कर सकता है. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि एज निकल गई है या हम अभी ये सब चीजें नहीं कर सकते. इट्स नॉट अबाउट दैट. यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट यू आर गुड एट. यू नीड टू टेक एक्शन टुडे. Like if you hear me out today and then you go and Google like the courses you can take, the skills you can develop, and then sort of use them to develop yourself as a freelancer, I think that's the first step towards financial independence.
अच्छा, मुझे माहिन ये बताओ, जैसे you said कि you were 15 years old and you thought कि fine, you can write, you can market. So let's say someone, खातून जो है, she is like much older than you, or she wants to earn, she wants to get financially independent. उसकी अंग्रेजी मुनासिब है, बहुत extraordinary बुरी या अच्छी नहीं है, this is मुनासिब, and she wants to write. So what's the first step she should be doing? Like काम कैसे online वो हासिल करेगी?
आई थिंक सबसे पहली चीज तो ये है कि उसको स्किल तो है उसके पास, पर उसको पॉलिश करना बहुत जरूरी है. आपकी इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी या बुरी या वो एक चीज बाद में है. आप हर लैंग्वेज को किसी भी एज में लर्न कर सकते हो. ये एक मिथ है कि आप एज के बाद आपकी लर्निंग एबिलिटीज या नॉलेज एबिलिटीज खत्म हो जाती हैं. हमारे स्कूल्स में हम बहुत ज्यादा आईक्यू पर फोकस करते हैं. हम लोग इमोशनल क्वेश्चन, सोशल क्वेश्चन, एडवर्सिटी क्वेश्चन पर फोकस ही नहीं करते. हम लोगों को इमोशनली स्ट्रांग नहीं करते. हम उनको सिर्फ कॉन्स्टेंटली पढ़ाई पर फोकस कराते हैं. सो ये चीज जो है ना, आपको सोशली स्मार्ट होकर पता चलती है कि यू कैन स्टार्ट डूइंग इट नाउ. द फर्स्ट step is to polish your skills through online learning. YouTube पर courses हैं, Coursera है, there is Udemy, then you have Digital Garage. The Google offers free courses for everyone. You can sign up for that. And वहाँ पर आपको copywriting के, content writing के और different writing formats के courses मिलेंगे. First you need to identify कि आप writing में किस जगह पर, are you good at copywriting or are you good at content writing? So you need to identify that. And then that's the first step. Learning is the first step. For me, I think it was सबसे important.
Okay, excellent. Anza Saqib, I would like you to participate now. Like, let's say if someone feels for environment, for surroundings, and they think his strength है कि they would like to make some change. क्या करना चाहिए? कहाँ से start करना चाहिए? How you started off?
Okay, so here's the important thing. So what happens is that a lot of times हमें ये लगता है कि हमें failure से डर लगता है. आप पहले कोशिश करें, in the words of Elon Musk, if you are not failing enough, you're not innovating enough. So every time, especially now in this post-pandemic era, in this day and age, मैं ये कहती हूँ कि the world around us, it's no longer happening, it's happening. Everything happens on an app. पहले हम कहानियों में पढ़ा करते थे कि अली जाके घर से दूध लाएगा और फिर सारा रोटी पकाएगी. अब हम सुनते हैं Ali is going to call an Uber, he's going to go on a Careem, and Sarah is going to order food through Food Panda. And this is how everything around us is happening, and it's happening. Yes. Right? So that's what happened. So when I started my journey, I was also very young. I was 16. So it was more of a personal thing that, at that point in time, obviously you don't have a college degree. I maybe wasn't as talented as Maheen. I was good at studies, but I realized that what I started doing was when you have that mind entrepreneurship ke liye, so I used to write assignments and essays and coursework for people who were doing their undergrad. So I used to search opportunities online, even things that were not taught in school. I used to do those law assignments. So when I was doing my LLB, I studied law and economics. When I was doing law, I was writing assignments already for third years. Uske alawa, what I was doing was I realized, so if I'm good at a sport, I might as well start coaching. So from the age of 16, I used to be independent. And then we started doing back in the day, when I was growing up in the 90s and 2000, there was still the computer systems, information systems were very new. तो एक और चीज आप कर सकते हैं कि you identify a niche in the market. So identify कि need का है. I used to speak to all the people around me that were older, so be it my father's friends, be it uncles, be it aunties. I used to ask them कि okay, so what's the problem with your business? And there was this one designer and she said कि मुझे कपड़े मेरे पास बुटीक है, लेकिन मेरे पास मैं बहुत अच्छे कपड़े बनाती हूँ, लेकिन मेरे पास रेंट आउट करने के लिए पैसे नहीं है. मैं अभी I said no worries, I'll put this up on Facebook and maybe you can sell from there. So it's all about the idea, and then linking, creating that link. I have my experience work wise, I've been heading business development, corporate affairs, I mean in that marketing, digital communications, but you will not believe I've not studied a single business course in my life. All I've done is experiential learning. That is what we do with CXO Global as well, because हम एक what I do now is, मेरे अगर YouTube channel देखें तो I interview all these C levels from across Pakistan and I tell them to share their knowledge. You would be amazed कि जितने आप बड़े firms देखते हैं, MNCs देखते हैं, Unilever देखते हैं, P&G देखते हैं, banks देखते हैं, you would be surprised that a lot of people have not even studied लाइक अगर कोई CMO है, उसने कभी बिजनेस का कोर्स नहीं पढ़ा होगा. जो CEO है वो शायद एक फाइनेंशियल बैकग्राउंड से आ रहा है. So that's okay. Life, you just need to follow that principle of Kaizen, continuously improve and then be agile. मैं अभी भी थोड़े से technical terms use कर रही हूँ, लेकिन इसका यही है कि no matter what happens, just in the words of Bruce Lee, be like water. Take the shape and form that the vessel you're put in. So, and just keep yourself informed. Thank you.
Excellent, so inspiring, Anza. I must say कि yes, मतलब कहते हैं ना होनहार बरवा के चिकने चिकने पाँव. तो वो वाली बात है कि from the very young age, who have some knack to do something, it shows off and you find your रास्ता. और जैसे कहते हैं ना कि excuses वही करते हैं, इनका मूड नहीं होता कुछ करने का. आजकल के दौर में तो like there are so many opportunities. If you want to do something, you can figure out your opportunities, or in other words, you can create your opportunities. So let's move on towards Sarah. And as we all know, currently the situation है उसमें what she's been doing and what she's currently doing is very very important. But हमें अक्सर खवातीन के हवाले से जो है कि कहा जाता है कि इतने मुश्किल काम करने की क्या जरूरत है, फोन करो, घर में बैठो, पढ़ो, करो, हो जाए सारा हम चुप.
Yeah, thank you so much, Apara, for that question.
Ji sir, are you with us?
Yeah. Sorry, I think my internet is a bit, going up and down. But can you just repeat the last part of your question?
Ji, I was saying कि how your choice of work choose you, किस तरह से आपको मालूम हो, क्योंकि यूजुअली जो है खवातीन के लिए कहा जाता है लेकिन यार पीस बिल्डिंग में क्या काम करना है, यार घरदारी सीखो और आराम करो, हल्की फुल्की एजुकेशन ले लो. बट द पाथ यू चोज इज वन, फिर इसकी अभी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत भी है. इट्स नॉट एन इजी वन और आसानी काम नहीं होता. तो वी वुड लाइक टू हियर योर पार्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी, हाउ इट ऑल स्टार्टेड ऑफ, कैसे स्टार्ट हुआ, हाउ व्हाट वाज द फर्स्ट थिंग you did and you said okay fine, this is what I want to do. यहाँ से अब रास्ता सीधा है.
Right. Thank you for that. So it all started back in university. So I was in business school and I was being trained to sort of join a bank or FMCG, the usual route. लेकिन हुआ ये कि interestingly my university came up with this new idea कि हर किसी को social internship करनी चाहिए.
Okay.
Just get a flavor. And I said, okay, चलो ठीक है करते हैं, सब कर रहे हैं. So then I started working with, started doing just like small scale internships with different organizations. And I found out that there's this whole different world out there, जहाँ पे वही skills जो मैं business school में सीख रही हूँ, which are more profit oriented, I can sort of redirect for more impact oriented stuff. Things that bring in more social impact. So not profit, but social impact. So I was working with TCF. I was working with a lot of like different hospitals and different places. And that's when I realized that, there is so much potential here. And also there is so much, there's so much that we can contribute towards.
Okay.
And in the grand scheme of things, you realize that this is very, very important. Agar koi business kaam kar raha hai, uske jis area mein kaam kar raha hai, the health situation is poor, or there's no economic opportunities for young people. It all affects that business, and it's all a very symbiotic relationship. So once we start realizing how essential peace building or harmony is to any society, and to especially for businesses, it just becomes this very essential thing. जैसे हम देखते हैं कि काफ़ी एरियाज में काफ़ी there are a lot of problems with respect to intersect issues हैं, inter-ethnic issues हैं, and it always spills the business because workers आपस में लड़ रहे होते हैं, unions बने होती हैं, groups बने होते हैं. अगर आप universities में चले जाएं तो मजहब के नाम पे या ethnicity के नाम पे लोगों के groups बने होते हैं. People don't coordinate with each other. People don't have a dialogue. And because you don't have that dialogue, we start creating these divisions. So as a female, as a woman, I think we can play such an important role because बहुत कम है female voices, but it impacts us all the more. And so I really enjoy working in this gender space and working with young females, especially in empowering them to find their own voice, and also to be more vocal about how they feel, their life experiences, because if together we can lift each other up, right? The rising tide
definitely
rises everybody. So that's the sort of outlet that I have and the sort of journey I've had.
Wow, that's amazing. That's actually brilliant and so true. We don't dialogue, and just because lack of dialogue, बात ना करने की वजह से जो है, so many issues are unresolved. Once I remember someone said to me कि जब आप किसी से बात करना शुरू करते हो, that's the first step towards resolving any issue. So we have to talk, and if we don't talk, I guess like खुदा हमारा हाफिज हो, that's what we can say, because we actually need to talk. That's brilliant. अच्छा, all you three amazing ladies had a kind of early start, and you guys are mashallah lucky enough to follow your desire and the path you wanted to. Let's say हम assume कर लेते हैं अक्सर कि अगर कोई कामयाब है तो उसको कोई मुश्किल नहीं आई होगी, they never faced any difficulties, but that's not the case, because every journey has its set of difficulties and जिसे कहते हैं ना आसानियां. So let's talk about those difficulties. Couple of difficulties, I guess each one of you can share. How was it? कि क्या मुश्किलात थी और कैसे ओवरकम किया? So let's say let's move on in reverse order. Sara Ahmed, let's start with you. आप बताओ कि आपकी कुछ difficulty which you would like to share, so that अगर कोई सोच रहा है काम करना तो वो discourage ना हो, बल्कि उसको मालूम हो कि this is part of the journey.
I think सबसे पहले तो मैं ये बोलूँगी there's a lot of pushback from people around you. क्योंकि it's a very uncharted path. अगर आप देखें in general universities या जो भी एक रुझान है वो यही है कि आपको डॉक्टर बनना है, इंजीनियर बनना है, you either do CA, you do business, you do fashion designing. तो ये बहुत mainstream पेशे होते हैं. But development sector में जाना समझा जाता है कि maybe शायद आप पढ़ाई में अच्छे नहीं थे, आपके grades अच्छे नहीं आए होंगे. That's why you're doing social work, because you just can't get anywhere, you can't get admission anywhere else. So I used to get that a lot. I had very good grades. I studied from the top business school. Lekin I joined the public, the social sector. तो हर कोई मुझसे पूछता था कि कोई मसला है, तुम्हें जॉब नहीं मिल रही है, should I help you? And I said, no, this is exactly what I want to do. So there are a lot of people who will discourage you. But I think you have to be you have to find people who believe in yourself and surround yourself. Very important.
Wow.
आस-पास अपने जो हैं उन लोगों को रखें, who are our cheerleaders, who keep on telling us, you can do this, and ठीक है मुश्किलें आएंगी, but you can do this and go forward. So I'm very happy that I was able to tell my family that this is my passion, this is what makes me happy. So eventually they were on board, and they used to sort of fight on my behalf in front of other people.
Wow, mashallah.
But other than that, working in this space, I think one thing that I've felt a lot is a lot of misogyny. As a woman, I've always had to prove myself 2 times or 3 times as much, because they often see कि आप शायद hobby कर रहे हैं, आपकी शादी हो जाएगी तो आप छोड़ देंगे. So they don't take you as seriously. And so to prove that I'm equally capable, I have the potential, and I'm very smart, I'm intelligent, I'm a problem solver. It takes you need to come out of your comfort zone, because हमें बचपन से सिखाया जाता है खामोश रहो, रहो, ज़्यादा बहस नहीं करना, ज़्यादा issues नहीं create करो. So you need to find that courage. I think you need to be a bit fearless. So fearlessness थोड़ी सी आनी चाहिए. You know, to be a bit bold, to put your point across, and you know, to fight those things. एक दफ़ा मुझे याद है बड़ी मज़े की चीज़ हुई थी. I was in Mansehra doing a training, you know, for British Council, and it was all men. So हम लोग exports पे training करा रहे थे, and the room was full of men, and I was the only trainer. And so पहले 1 घंटा मैं बोली जा रही हूँ. There's no, you know, कोई engagement नहीं हो रही, कोई मुझे जवाब नहीं मिल रहा. एंड थोड़ी देर बाद फिर जब लंच ब्रेक हुआ तो मुझे एक साइड में किसी ने ले जाके बोला कि मैडम यू नो सब कुछ ठीक है, आप अच्छी ट्रेनिंग करा रही हैं, लेकिन कोई आपके साथ मर्द नहीं है जो हमें ट्रेनिंग करा सकें. तो मैं नहीं, आई एम द ओनली वन एंड आई एम द एक्सपर्ट इन दिस. तो they were very hesitant, you know, very hesitant to accept you as a position, in a position of authority. तो फिर मुझे को ट्रेन करना पड़ा. So I had somebody with me, so he became a co-trainer. Also there. तो ये चीजें काफी आपको demotivate करती हैं, but I think the point is to keep moving on, you know, keep moving on, keep pushing harder against these stereotypes and break them, you know, one at a time.
Very true. I have to like second you क्योंकि usually जो है sadly अभी के लिए I really hope things change in future, that men feel very uncomfortable when they have to take orders from a female. So it's a very interesting experience. We all have been there and done that. So let's hear from Anza. Anza, let's talk about your difficulty, your set of difficulties, if you had any, please.
Of course, everyone has difficulties. That is, you know, how we learn and how we show appreciation. I am very, very grateful for all the failures that I've had, for all those people who told me I couldn't do it, whether it was among family or friends or acquaintances or within the workplace, because those are the people that actually motivate you. So they've been my biggest motivation, because like I remember I had this inclination ever since I was a kid, you know, when you ask someone, when I was in elementary school, people used to want to become doctors and engineers and so on and so forth. And if anyone used to ask me, Anza, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I used to say, I want to be Supergirl. I want to be Wonder Woman. I want to save people around me. And you know, I want to be strong like that. I want to be, जब मुझे empowerment के word बोलना भी नहीं आता था, उसी वक्त से मुझे पता था I want to be an empowered woman. But I learned alongside along the journey that whenever life throws you down, like for example, when I took up sports, a lot of people told me that, especially combat sports, because the kind of things that I do MMA and kickboxing, there's a lot of contact to the face. And for obvious reasons, it's not just the hazards to your health, but also the fact that, okay, so you're a girl, what if you get hurt on your face? Who's going to marry you? Who's going to date you? That's another concern that always happens. But you know, I used to tell those people कि I could be cooking, मुझे आप चूल्हे पे खड़ा कर दें और वो मुझे जल नहीं सकती उनके में. I could be driving somewhere and those things could happen. I also you know, realized that when it came to being financially independent, a lot of times your male colleagues and stuff, I have been blessed that I've always found support and comfort in my house, because my father, he's been very supportive. My 3 brothers have been very supportive. The kind of you know, difficulties and challenges that I had was sometimes in the realization that I made along the way that sometimes women don't support other women. And that is one of our biggest challenges in society. If I'm here on the panel today with Maheen and Sarah, I appreciate and honor the work that they're doing, which is why you need to give that kind of respect. But unfortunately, what happens is that women get threatened by other females. And that is why sometimes it's very, very important to, you know, just do some introspection and connect with yourself. That's how I connected with myself. I realized that you don't need to have too many friends. I also realized that sometimes in life, especially in the corporate sector, you know, working for the development sector, you still feel like you know, जब आप de-radicalization पे काम करते हैं, क्या आपको बड़ी एक शाबाशी मिलती है, you know, it's not a thankless job at the end of the day. It is also that feeling of inner satisfaction. You spread smiles. But when you're working in the hardcore corporate sector or working for a think tank, oftentimes you will feel like things will be very, very challenging because no one's there to please you. Everyone is there to just do their job. So एक आपने थोड़ा सा, you have to be a little thick-skinned. लोगों की
Yep.
बातों पे आपने so you can't be very emotional. The second thing
Well
is
said.
that you have to see things as, and this is what I tell a lot of young people these days. मेरे पास कोई startups के ideas लेके आता है या कहते हैं मुझे फलां से connect कर दें. So then I always tell them that, look, first of all, even CSR, you have to realize it is a privilege, not a right. That's where young people these days go wrong, where they feel like, okay, so we have a great idea. When I went to the Silicon Valley, I saw there are ideas all around. It's how you execute them. So,
Yep.
I learned that it's not just enough to have a good idea. You also need to have an execution plan. You need to be able to put in the hard work. There are no shortcuts. Yes, there is luck, but what you also, one of the other really important things that I learned was that sometimes you could be putting in all the hard work possible. You could be doing everything right, but life will still test you. And when you go through that test, up this last year with the pandemic, you saw how many businesses suffered heavy losses. I was one of those people that still worked throughout the pandemic, and working from home in itself was a challenge. So, because a lot of times we're not used to it. Losing that human connection when you're so used to meeting colleagues and being with family and having someone to share your daily life with, that is very important. So if you're surrounded by the right kind of people, that's what you really need. So that's your support system. So having a support system is important. Building the right kind of team is important. When someone asks me, Anza, can you invest in our business? I don't tell them about I don't hear the idea first. I ask them, before you give me your pitch, tell me who all do you have in your team. So having the right kind of tribe, how do you pick out your colleagues? How do you pick out your friends? Who your team is? And that is the most important message that I learned, that team, and I take it as an acronym, together everyone achieves more. The
True.
day you realize this, that's your ladder to success.
Excellent point of view, Anza, I must say. Brilliantly said, brilliantly concluded. And yes, you have to have thick skin, you have to be consistent, whatever you want to do, and have a good team with you, because single person cannot do everything. You need to have a good support team. I 100% agree with you. Let's move on towards Maheen Ahmed, and let's hear her set of difficulties, how she dealt with them, and what were they. So Maheen, your turn, please.
I think कि मुझे जो सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हुई है ना, वो हुई है internalized ideas को break करने की, especially in the minds of women. There is so much internalized misogyny in their minds कि it's so difficult to make them understand that if you want to be empowered, financial independence is very important. So they can't sort of break out of their own minds. They have so many limitations in their own minds कि आप किसी भी लड़की से, majority लड़कियों से अगर पूछेंगे कि आपका ड्रीम क्या है, तो वो कहेंगी मेरा ड्रीम है ऐसे लड़के से शादी करना. मतलब पहले इस चीज को चेंज करना is so important कि this is not the only dream. It's okay to have that dream, but it shouldn't be everything that defines you, your own personality.
It's one of the dreams, you can say. Let's have one of the dreams.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't dream about it. Go ahead, do that. But that should be one of the dreams. That shouldn't be like 90% of your life. You shouldn't live for male validation. सबसे पहले तो इस चीज को उनके mind से खत्म करना was the biggest challenge. Because then I had men calling me कि हमारी बीवियों को खराब कर रहे हैं, हमारी औरतों को खराब कर रहे हैं. And then you sort of deal with that controversy as you go, because you realize कि ये mindset है, ये मेरे इर्द गिर्द के लोगों का भी mindset है, और ये उन लोगों का भी mindset है जिनके साथ मैं काम करती हूँ. कहीं ना कहीं ये mindset है उनका कि financial independence से औरतें खराब हो जाएंगी, तो उनको तो पता नहीं पर लग जाएंगे, वो उड़ जाएंगी. बहुत ही weird सोच. ये सब, इस सोच को खत्म करना, इस limitation से औरतों को बाहर निकालना, I think was the biggest challenge, because वो limitation उनके खुद के दिमाग में थी. तो sort of creating a mindset shift through motivational posts, through webinars, to like constantly tell them you can relate to me instead of relating to someone who just dreams about getting married. You have to be financially independent first, and then develop your own personality, so that when you if you get married to someone, so both of you have that sort of confidence, both of you have opinions, and both of you are equal in a relationship. I don't think there is any equality in relationships in Pakistan, because the woman is always dependent financially on that man. So whatever he does, whatever abuse he throws at her, she just takes it because she has no way out. So sort of getting people to understand that has been my biggest challenge to date, and I'm still going through that challenge, because I think एक या दो लड़कियों को कर सकती हूँ motivate to take action. The first step is to motivate them to take action, break out of the shackles and then take action. So I think कि अगर I go like एक लड़की से बात की, trying to make her understand कि confidence building पे आओ, फिर आप उनको financially independent कर सकते हो. लेकिन पाकिस्तान में सबसे पहली चीज है उनके ऊपर उनको confidence दिलाना, because उनके घर में ऐसा माहौल है, they're always like कि अच्छा तुम्हारा opinion कुछ नहीं है, तुमने अपने घर चले जाना है, तुम्हारा कोई बात नहीं सुनेगा घर में. Male dominant society में हम रहते हैं. We all know that there are very few women like us who are actually free to have this Zoom session. Even I know women who are not allowed to have that even, which is just crazy. I mean, for me, when I moved to Canada and I realized कि औरतें कितनी इंडिपेंडेंट है यहाँ पर, उनको कितनी आजादी है, शख्सी आजादी है, उनको फाइनेंशियली वो अपने आप को स्ट्रॉन्ग कर रही है. देयर आर सो मेनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड वी आर फार अवे फ्रॉम दैट इन पाकिस्तान. हम लोग इंटरव्यू देने जाएंगे तो जो बंदा होगा वो कोई और ही क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछेगा. ही इज नॉट वेरी सीरियस. He would always like text you उस तरह से, and then a lot of these things. उसके लिए औरतों को बहुत strong होना पड़ेगा पाकिस्तान में, because it's not a normal society that we live in. उसको बहुत time लगेगा. So I think कि that is very important कि हम लोग उसको sort of उस लोगों को उनका comfort zone से निकाल लें और उनको बताएं कि there is a life outside as well.
Very well said. Very well said, Maheen. I cannot agree more. ऐसा ही है. There are like so many अपने अंदर के वो कहते हैं censorship, and you are trained that way. अच्छा, my next question is also related with your point of view. कि all of us who are working women and like housewives or daughters or sisters, whatever, in other capacity, but we are working women or we are career-oriented females. So I say कि credit goes to someone near dear to us, because they have given us the push, or जिसे कहना चाहिए कि they have provided that atmosphere around us, which let us experience or experiment with the facility, क्या कहना चाहिए, अपनी strengths के साथ. So if I ask you girls, who was your source of inspiration and who was your person to go when you were like starting off, or you were almost started off and in the middle of the career journey, and you felt like you are down, abhi thoda sa zara push chahiye, ya kisko dekh kar you guys felt okay fine, that's my go-to person to get some inspiration. So just share that, kyunki to raise strong women you have to have strong people around you. Because if people are not strong, let it be any relationship, husband ho, father ho, mother ho, brother ho, sister ho, friends ho, if they are not strong themselves, तो वो फिर दूसरे की strength को बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते. जैसे कि अंजा ने कहा है कि she has experience, खवातीन का रास्ता रोक रही हैं, सारा सेट के आदमी जो हैं आपस में आपको कहते हैं ना let down कर रहे होते. So it can be anyone, like regardless of gender, it can be anyone who can push you down. So to be the kind of ladies you are, you must have a very strong support system. So share that with us. Ji Mahi, let's start with you.
So I think for me, it was my mother, my grandmother, and my dad. My grandmother worked with Nestle for 30 years. My mother has been teaching at Punjab University for I don't know how many years now. And she's now the director of applied psychology department. And she did her PhD when I was in 6th grade. And it took her 4 or 5 years to get her PhD done. Then she went for postdoctoral research to University of Nottingham. She did that. And I think she has been my greatest support, because I always saw women like that who were managing home and they were also managing office. But what I feel like is that they did twice the job as a man would, because they were coming home and they were cooking. They were taking care of their kids. There was no one, because 80% पेरेंटल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जो है वो औरतों पर है पाकिस्तान में. और because then they're doing 2 jobs at a time and one of them is unpaid. They're just doing it because they have to, because that's their obligation. So I felt like, you know, I have to somehow balance. I have to find that balance and then learn from them and then also sort of implement that. और मतलब ये आपकी जिंदगी में एक ऐसा इंसान होना चाहिए जिसको आप पर फुल कॉन्फिडेंस है और जो आपको फुल फ्रीडम दे अपने ओपिनियंस को प्रैक्टिस करने की और अपनी जो भी आपकी ड्रीम्स है उनको परस्यू करने की. आप मतलब एक इंसान भी अगर आपकी जिंदगी में है ना, who believes in you truly, कि you know whatever she does, trusts her decision, जो भी उसने जिंदगी में ये फैसला किया है, ये उसने करना है, ये करना है, तो I trust her enough because she's a mature adult. हम लोग औरतों पे अपने घर की ही बच्चियों पर ट्रस्ट ही नहीं करते हैं. हम उनको कहते हैं कि उन पे इतनी नजर रखो कि कहीं जा ही ना सके. ट्रस्ट कि वो अच्छे डिसीजंस ले सकते हैं. दे आर आल्सो मैच्योर एडल्ट्स. जिस तरह आपके भाई हैं या आपके घर के जो मेल फिगर्स हैं उतने ही बेहतर डिसीजन वो भी ले सकती है बिकॉज दे हैव द सेम माइंड. तो आई डोंट सी कि वो जो डिस्पैरिटी जो है ना वो बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्ट करती है. तो अगर आपके पास ऐसा इंसान है जो आप पे कॉन्फिडेंस करता है, एक भी है अगर, तो आई थिंक देन यू कैन गो अ लॉन्ग वे.
That's so true. Gee, Anza Saqib, tell us who is your source of inspiration? Who's your go-to person who made you the person you are today?
Well, for me, there hasn't been one person, but quite a few people, and I'm very grateful to all of them. I realized when I spent time with a lot of people, you know, from different walks of life. तो मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों से I've learned different things. So from my father, I've learned how to be supportive towards everybody, whoever comes their way. From my grandmother, she's a very simple woman. So you know, unfortunately, she did not get all those opportunities in life. Yet I saw that even women who are within the household, who are housewives, they're the best at managing finances. So you learn from the simple things in life. It's सबसे अच्छा घर, सबसे अच्छी finances एक housewife चलाती है. So we cannot never look down upon those women. The third thing is that I also learned you know, when it was really funny. We were doing this porn जो हमारी एक country project होता है, उससे पहले there's like this conference that used to happen pre-COVID every year in Islamabad. And I remember once one of our previous cultural officers, he came up to us and said, Anza, tell me a word that is unique to the Urdu language. And you know, that we don't have a translation for in English. And I said, yes, I'll tell you this one word. It's called jugaad. And what does that mean? So it just means that it is specific to Urdu. So wherever you go, you learn, and that is literally the way to keep going forward. So he's like, yes, this is something that I've heard. When you go, like for example, someone you know, is their car breaks down in the middle of nowhere. 2-3 people stop in. There's no part available, you'll find someone doing some jugaad. So you learn from the simple experiences in life. The second inspiration that has been for me has been you know, when I went for my exchange program, and I'm one of those people that is a success story because of these exchanges, the alumni exchanges. So when I went to America for the you know, for my ELP, I realized that I met a lot of very inspiring people, but one person really, you know, what they said stood by me at that point in time. So it wasn't just the person, it was the idea. And the idea was that, you know, sometimes in life everyone does things for other people. So you know, that'll make you famous, but the things that you do for others, that'll be your legacy. And I realize that that's where I need to, whenever I feel down and low and I feel like I'm being used or someone took undue advantage, and that's okay. I'm just creating my own personal legacy. And then whenever I'm looking forward to some kind of motivation or whatever, I just go and look at myself in the mirror, and then I always keep a poster of you know, these superheroes with me, because they inspire us that okay, the human body is we're capable of doing the best we can, yet we need to aim high. So what if I can't you know, fly like Supergirl? I can fight like her. And you know, it's not giving up. Create justice, be honorable. those are the things that you learn every single day. One last thing, other person that inspires me has been someone that might or might not be so well known, but there's this coach of mine, and I was learning martial arts, Master Jamil Chandio, and he taught me that no matter who tells you that you can't do it, you have to look inside the mirror. You have to look into the mirror, and that's the only person you're competing with. That is the literally the only person that you're competing with. So that should be your biggest motivation. Sometimes whenever I feel down and out and I feel like, okay, so this is a failure that I made today, I look back at old pictures and then I realize, I was like, okay, so I've come a long way, and Anza, you can do
Excellent.
this. So that's what
Excellent, excellent.
Thank
We
you.
all need some inspirations to keep us going, because it's a tough world, it's a tough journey. No one said it's going to be easy. So last but not the least, let's talk with Sara Ahmed. Sara, tell me, who's your source of inspiration? Who's your go-to person? किसने आपको जो है यहाँ तक पहुँचने में support किया इस तरह से कि आज जो आप हो वो आप हो?
Yeah, thank you, Shapara. And thank you so much, Maheen and Anza, for sharing those stories. I think it was really inspirational. And I think mere liye bhi, for me, I think when I was growing up, my mother and my father were the biggest support. So I come from a very traditional family. You know, mere khandan mein ladkiyan ya aurtein kaam nahi karti. I just always used to see them, being homemakers. But my mom always had this dream that, she wants me to have my own personality. She wants me to have, to be independent and be my own person and not be defined by a man. क्योंकि बचपन से जिस तरह की सर्कल में मैं होती थी, यही सिखाया जाता है कि वो अच्छा अपना रंग गोरा करो, तो ये करो ताकि तुम्हारे अच्छा लड़का मिले, या अच्छी डिग्री से अच्छा लड़का मिल सके, डॉक्टर बनाते हैं ताकि अच्छा रिश्ते आ सकें. But my mother, exactly. So the whole goal is finding that, knight in shining armor. And I think my mother gave me a very different dream. She gave me a dream where she wanted me to have a life of purpose. उन्होंने कभी मेरे लिए जहेज जमा नहीं किया trunk में. She always invested in my education. So that was the kind of investment she did in me. And I think her whole philosophy was that, ये जो cycle of patriarchy है, especially अगर, because उनका जो area of influence था was her family. It stops with her. It stops with me. And I think that is how I feel. I will make sure that these, toxic patterns are not repeated with my children or my sister or people around me or the cousins I have around me. So I think my parents were very supportive in that sense, where, they gave me a very different outlook on life. I was never chasing for, after boys. I was always chasing after something meaningful to do. And I think that's a very, very powerful motivation that you can have. And I think secondly, I feel, so then I lost my mom at a very young age. So I kind of lost that motivation for some time. But I think I got it back when I was in Australia and I was working with a number of nonprofits over there. And I found these amazing female managers and mentors, I would say, जिनके साथ मेरा अभी भी ताल्लुक है. And I realized how powerful feminine energy can be. And how I remember, Maheen was talking about it. I think Ansa was talking about it. कि यहाँ पे हमारी society में औरतों को औरतों से pit, we pit each other against each other. कि औरत ही दुश्मन है. उसको, you'll pull her down. You'll say कि तुम ऐसे कपड़े क्यों पहनती हो, तुम ऐसे क्यों बोलती हो, सब बस मान, अपने शोहर की बात मानो, or be submissive. But I found these really fierce women who, who taught me what really beautiful leadership is all about. That you can have emotions and also be an excellent leader and also have really, really strong values and, inspire people around you to be the same. So I think I feel very blessed in that respect, and that I also had some really good female managers while in Pakistan. And whenever I'm in a problem, there's some issue at work, fulana cheez issue, I always go to them and ask for mentorship. And I think that female bond is really powerful. And we should nurture it. We should definitely nurture it. And we're not our enemies. I mean, we're each other's best friends. And we should be like that.
नहीं, that's very true, very very true. क्योंकि कोई एक बंदा या कोई एक जो है वो सोर्स इंस्पिरेशन नहीं हो सकती, और इस तरह से कोई एक शख्स या कोई एक साइड से जो है वो आपको जो है वो स्ट्रगल नहीं करनी पड़ती अपना पॉइंट प्रूव करने के लिए. एंड यस, वी हैव ऑल बीन देयर, डन दैट एंड बीन देयर वाली सिचुएशन है. बट इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट इज, जहां पर मैं चाहूंगी कि हम अपने इस डिस्कशन को कंक्लूड करने की तरफ लेकर आए, इज दैट लाइक whenever you start something, everyone wants to see a success story ना, and it never happens in like एक दो दिन के अंदर. It takes time and it takes passion के साथ it takes patience. So my question to all you lovely amazing ladies is like, आप लोगों ने काम स्टार्ट किया, you faced difficulties, you had your set of inspirations, you had your set of people or family or friends who push you and believed in you. So how long did it take, कितना अरसा लगा to see first glimpse of success, जहां पर आपको लगा कि okay fine, now things are making sense, now यहाँ से जो है वो it's way forward. अब परेशानी थोड़ी कम हो जानी चाहिए, क्योंकि when you start succeeding and people can see that you are doing well, then जो है वो आपके खिलाफ बहस भी कम हो जाती है. आपको ये बताने के लिए, जो कि हम अक्सर, हम में से हर लोगों ने सुना किसी न किसी पॉइंट पे कि तुम ये कर रही हो तो आगे मुश्किल आएगी तुम्हें, तुम कैसे मैनेज करोगी at different stage. So people start talking less and they start getting inspired by you. There comes a point. So how long it takes to any person who starts up online, who starts working online and like thinks कि हाँ जी मैं कामयाब हो जाऊंगा, ये हो जाऊंगी, कितना टाइम उसको ज़हन में रखना चाहिए? My question is that. So please, let's start with Sara, because you are here. So let's start with you and then reverse order में चलते.
Yeah, I think I think it's a very difficult question, because results, can mean different. I can have different time frames for everybody. But I feel that it really depends on how motivated you are, and I remember Anta talking about it. You need to push for it. You need to show to show who you are. You need to show that fierceness. I want this goal, or I'm good and I'm there, and you make your presence felt. And sometimes it takes a year, sometimes it takes 1 month, sometimes it can take a few years. So for instance, in my case, shuru mein it was very difficult because I had kind of switched from a different field to the social sector. So log itna seriously nahi lete the. But as you need to keep on pushing harder, and I think you sort of become, when people start noticing is when you and they kind of start praising you. You realize, oh acha, I've done something, maine kuch hasil kiya hai. But I think also we need to do a lot of introspection, and when I said we to have that support system around, I think that is very essential, because वो आपकी छोटी छोटी progress भी देख रहे होते हैं. So they tell you, oh, you know what, this is how you've grown. So your competition is with yourself, like Anda said, your competition is with yourself, and you were not so confident 2 months ago, and now look at you, you're talking so confidently. वो चीज़ें बहुत से बाहर के लोगों को नहीं दिख रही होती हैं, बट आपके आसपास के लोगों को, आपकी बहन, आपके भाई, आपके parents, your loved ones, they notice these differences about you, and it's very important to celebrate all these victories, no matter how small they are. So I remember shuru mein, I used to have a fear of talking in the public. I'm very, very, very nervous. But the first time I spoke in front of a crowd, I remember one of my female friends coming up to me and giving me a hug, and she goes like, "Oh wow, that was so inspirational, Sara." And just that hug was so important to me, and that was the best, I would say, pat on the back. So celebrating those small victories and also celebrating big victories when you get an award, when you go for an exchange program, those are also big victories that we should celebrate. We often, I think, हमारे अंदर imposter syndrome बहुत होता है कि, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough.
Oh yes.
पता नहीं, maybe I don't deserve it. Maybe it was just luck. I just got lucky. No, you deserve it. You worked hard for it. So we need to, have that positive dialogue with ourselves, love ourselves. Self-love or self-dialogue is very important. And it takes a while, but, just to surround yourself with all this positive energy and people who are genuine to you, not just positive, but also genuinely tell you where you can improve, where you're excelling, which things you need to do better. So those are my final thoughts on this.
Wow, yes, you are so right. We all, in fact, at some stage have faced this imposter syndrome. जहाँ पर किसी ने हमें क्या कहना है, we start judging our success and we start doubting ourselves. But thank you so much, Sarah, for your amazing words. थोड़ी देर में भी हम Q&A session start करते हैं. So I believe that all the people who are listening to you girls must have some questions for you. So let's move on towards Ansa. So Ansa, you tell me, like, what would you like to add here?
In the words of Winston Churchill, you know, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. We don't know, there is no age for success. I mean, look at Jack Ma's story. You know, he failed so many times. He was rejected so many times by KFC, and now look at his success story. I'll also tell you, interestingly enough, look at people like, you know, all the geniuses. So Thomas Edison, look at, you know, Einstein for that matter. People kept telling them, you can't do it. They kept failing. So success is relative. The other thing is, you are exactly where you are at that point in time where you're supposed to be. So sometimes, whether it's success, whether it's failure, how long can it take? I can't tell you. You know, you could be the founder of Snapchat and become a billionaire at 24. You know, or you could, you know, you could be Warren Buffett and, you know, take all that time. Another thing that's very, very important is that you need to realize that now, especially since we're talking about employability, and especially since we're talking about entrepreneurship, and for those of you who want corporate success or making it big, then you need to realize, and this is something very technical. अब थोड़ा सा मैं आपको इस बात पे aid करूंगी कि now that the world is changing, people no longer want to do business or work with people that are advertised to them or are given to them. I'll give you an example. For instance, Tesla has 2.3 million followers on Twitter. How many do you think Elon Musk has? 6 million. Sesame Street to sabne dekhi hai na. So Sesame Street, the brand, has about 1.9 million followers. Kermit the Frog has 5.8 million followers. So people now like to work with, do business with, pay, get into commercial relationships with people that they know, like, and trust. KLT. That is why influencers now have become so popular and billboards are not. That is why digital media has now become a powerful medium rather than conventional press and TV channels. So that is one thing that you need to learn to do, and that is going to make maybe bring that hack of bringing success closer to you and final to you. And here's the tip: people will forget what you did for them. So if I today after this session I sent chocolates for Shapara, she'll be thankful for a couple of days, but she might forget which brand of chocolates I sent to her 5 years later. However, she will always remember how I made her feel and how that act and gesture made her feel. So people forget what you do for them, but they will never forget how you make them feel. As long as you can make someone feel good, whether it's your bosses, if you can make them feel proud, if you can make your customers or your clients feel like they've gotten value for money, that is going to bring success closer to you.
Very well said. Very wise advice. Excellent answer. Excellent. So let's move on towards Maheen Ahmed. Let's see what she has to share her 2 cents about. So yes,
Sure.
Maheen, your turn.
I think कि हमारा जो ह्यूमन माइंड है ना वो सर्वाइवल मोड के लिए बना हुआ है. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हम मिनिमल चीजों में खुश हो जाते हैं कि बस ठीक है, यू नो दैट हैपेंड, वी आर गुड, वी डोंट हैव टू डू एनीथिंग अबाउट दिस. और यही चीज सबसे पहले ओवरकम करनी चाहिए. If you want women to be financially independent, सबसे पहले I want them to be confident. And I was the only girl, the first girl in my family who was actually allowed to go abroad when I got selected for the exchange program. And for months, I didn't believe it. I thought, as Sarah said, I thought maybe I just got lucky. And now when I think about it, no, I deserved it. It's not like I got lucky. I worked so hard the years before that because I got selected for the same thing that I do right now, making women financially independent by teaching them freelancing. And I feel like that for me, that point when I got selected for the exchange program and when I made the first woman, she was my friend. She's still my very good friend. And right now she's earning almost $10,000 from home in Pakistan. And that when I look at her, I feel like she's my biggest success story, because
Okay,
she is
excellent.
now, she's not only confident, the way now I've seen her change. Like before I talk to her and now when I talk to her, I feel like she has that confidence in her voice. And I feel like that was something that I can say that, that she was, when she got successful, that was something that made me feel successful. Because for me, just earning money and being financially independent myself is not the goal. I want women in Pakistan to feel the same way when you do. So एक दफा जब आपको first pay अपनी मिलती है ना, अपनी मेहनत की, मेरी first pay 1500 rupees थी, which was like कुछ भी नहीं है. 1500 rupees कितने होते हैं? पूरा महीना काम किया, 1500 rupees मिले. But as Anza said, जो उन 1500 को मिलने के बाद मुझे feeling हुई ना, that stayed with me. And once you get that feeling, I worked hard and I got that money and I earned it myself, then I think that's the first step. Uske baad, then you get hooked to the financial independence, and then you just sort of go from there.
Excellent, very true. वो जो feeling है independence की, वो जो empowerment की, when you get your first paycheck, we all remember that. We cannot ever forget it. And that was the thing. Yeah, that was something which keeps you going. So I guess it's high time. Let's ask our viewers, जो हमारे साथ participants हैं, if anyone would like to ask any question, kindly raise your hand so we can start like getting the answers. किससे आप क्या पूछना चाहेंगे? All lovely participants. Anyone? जी जी अहमद, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? अहमद सैम हमारे साथ हैं. Let's see what he has to say.
यस सबसे पहले तो मैम बहुत वंडरफुल सेशन था. तमाम पार्टिसिपेंट्स और पैनलिस्ट जो हैं, इनकी माइंड ब्लोइंग स्टोरीज थी और जो कि काफ़ी मोटिवेटिव थी. पर्सनली मुझे बहुत पसंद आया. मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन है, जो हमारे एक तो हो गया एलीट क्लास और एक जो हो गया हमारे जो सेकंड क्लास के अंदर लोग आते हैं, उनकी अगर हम मतलब कि फीमेल्स के बारे में, एस्टेब्लिशमेंट के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो वो कौन से स्टेप्स होंगे या कौन से इनिशिएटिव्स होंगे जो अर्लियर फर्स्ट स्टेज के अंदर अगर लिए जाएं तो वो भी इन्वायरमेंट में आ सकती हैं और अपने लिए और अपनी सोसाइटी और अपनी फैमिलीज के लिए कुछ ना कुछ कर सकती हैं. तो मेरे तमाम
आप किससे जवाब जानना चाहोगे? Whom would you like to answer?
Anyone
ठीक है,
जो भी इसको इसी.
Okay, जी ladies, who would like to answer this? Maheen, Anza, Sara, आप तीनों में से कौन जवाब देना चाहेगा?
Can I go ahead?
जी please.
अच्छा, so I think that you wanted to talk about how or like क्या plan of action होना चाहिए जो आप अपनी family की ladies को recommend कर सकते हो to that would make them financially independent. I think सबसे पहले जो चीज़ है, that is they have to identify कि वो कौन सा skill develop करना चाहती हैं. They have to study कि वो क्या चीज़ करना चाहती हैं, and then they have to take action to read about it, to register them into a course. They can read this first step is to know कि वो क्या skill develop करना चाहती हैं. वो 5-6 skills को note down कर लें, and then research about those 6 skills, and then shortlist them to 3 skills, and then read up about them, and then I think go towards 2, and then develop those 2 skills properly. I think that is the first actionable, tangible plan that I can give you, that you can suggest to women who would want to develop freelancing as a skill, or develop digital marketing as a skill, or develop copywriting as a skill. Is that like, did you get it?
Yes, I get it. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful.
Hello. Ma'am, I have a question.
Sure.
छापारा आपका माइक म्यूट हुआ है.
हाँ जी. Okay, so I was saying Anza and Sara, if you would like to add to this question का answer, or we should move towards the next question. But feel free if you have something to add to it. Gee, okay. I guess Anza and Sara both are okay with the answer Maheen gave. Gee, Abu Bakr, you have a question. I can see your hand raised. So please. Gee, Abu Bakr, are you there? Okay. All right. Abu Bakr, can you hear me? Aapka mic mute, Abu Bakr. We can't hear you if you're talking. Okay, anyone else? I think Abu Bakr, okay, mic may issue here. So if anyone else want to ask any question, please feel free to participate.
I think that there's this lady Mahira. She wants to ask a question. She's written in the chat box.
जी प्लीज महिरा फील फ्री आप इसको अनम्यूट करके जो है प्लीज काइंडली बताइए आप क्या कहना चाहते हो. अच्छा जी, how to pursue your big dream. All right. Okay, I guess we have all talked quite in detail regarding that. But if you guys have to have any, if you don't have money, so please, if you like, anyone would like to add.
Since I'm working with the startups and anything, if it's all right, I'd like to share my thoughts about this. See, a lot of times what happens is that if you don't have money, but you have big dreams, you can still achieve a lot. For instance, and there are a lot of success stories. So, for example, a lot of young people will tell me, "Aap mein se kisi ke paas," for example, if one of these girls is baking brownies at home, and आजकल COVID है, तो how are you going to, you know, if you tell me कि मैं नहीं कर सकती because I don't have a delivery boy and so on and so forth, or if there's a guy who is making, you know, customized jackets at home, जी मेरे पास online store नहीं है, then you know there are a lot of technical solutions available. A good friend of mine, Fatma Mazhar, who has now joined Monis, and they've created Dukaan.pk. There are a lot of initiatives. You go to dukaan.pk, log in there. Within 30 seconds, you have an e-commerce set up ready for you. ban jata hai aapke liye for free. If you don't have, if you want to raise funds, there are a lot of funds you can go to. You can have a GoFundMe campaign. You can have Kickstarter. You can go to an incubation center. There are a lot that are supported by the US Embassy as well. There's mentorship, and there are also, we at CXO Global have a lot of these innovation funds and challenges. We also do a startup club. So if you have a good idea, if you have a sustainable business plan, get in touch or go to one of the sessions there, and we have a lot of VCs, so venture capitalists available. If you have a good sustainable business plan, then we will help you out. People are willing to invest as long as you can show them value for money and you can show them returns. So if you have any startup ideas, write to me, get in touch. I'll connect you with other people as well.
Okay, that's lovely. Acha, we have another question.
Can I also elaborate on that?
Gigi, please.
So money is never the issue when it comes to freelancing as well. So you can register on Upwork, Fiverr. You can create your LinkedIn profile for free. You don't need money. You just need a laptop, or even a cell phone would work, because Upwork has an app for your cell phone as well. And then you also can research about drop shipping in Shopify. You can set up your stores without having a warehouse. So the warehouse will automatically just send the product to the customer who has bought it from you. You just have to do the marketing. You just have to set up your e-commerce store. And that's pretty much it. You don't need money. You don't need to invest money in getting a skill. It's just it's just your investment, your mind investment that you have to sort of invest in learning new skills, and that's pretty much it. So it's not about the money at all.
Excellent, so true. And I have to again refer to Anzar's previous thing. She mentioned that execution matters a lot. So idea khali is not enough. You have to have an execution plan, and I guess this is something what you need to work on before going to anyone else. Acha, we have a question. They said please mention about sites or virtual sources for improving our skills by utilizing this lockdown time of ours. So I suggest कि अगर आप जो हम बात करते हैं बहुत सारी वेबसाइट्स वगैरह का जो है वो स्पेलिंग की गड़बड़ हो सकती है, तो I would like to request you ladies कि अगर आप chat box के अंदर जो है वो sites के नाम, जैसे आपने Fiverr का कहा माहीन, अंजा आपने कुछ mention किया, so kindly वो लिख दो ताकि जो हमारे जो participants हैं they can just go through them, and yes Google digital garage जो है, thank you Sara, so वो जो हमारे participant जो देख रहे हैं हमें और वो जानना चाहते हैं उनके हवाले से, they can go through there, and thank you. Anza is mentioning, so I guess you guys can read from there and you can check those sites out. उसको note down कर लीजिए, so आपके लिए आसानी हो जाएगी. Any other questions do we have? Anyone else who has raised their hands? Okay, women of जी जनाब. Okay, small grants भी हैं जनाब, हमें बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हो. There are small grants which you can use and you have to apply. Again वही बात आती है कि you have to have basically not just the idea but the execution plan. Because in the end what matters is how you will execute as being a part of production team, and I've been working there for like so long. What I teach my students is like no idea is a new idea. All ideas have been done and explained and explored. The thing which makes them new is how you execute them. So eventually execution is something which can make you stand out, your ideas stand out among so many other ideas. So yes, Abu Bakar, I think I can see your hand raised. Please, आप क्या पूछना चाहेंगे? जी Abu Bakar. Abu Bakar.
हमारी जो है वो स्टेप्स क्यों नहीं ले रही वीमेन को? एक तो ट्रेनिंग स्किल्स और बहुत ज्यादा गवर्नमेंट का हम देखते भी हैं कि वो उनको सिलाई कढ़ाई सिखा रही है और उससे वो काफी अर्निंग भी कर लेती हैं. काफी से मुराद है कि रीजनेबल अर्निंग कर लेती है हमारी जो वीमेन है या हमारी लड़कियां हैं. लेकिन चेंज हो रहे हैं. अब जिस शहर में मैं रहता हूँ वहाँ ऐसे घर देखे हैं कि वो होम बात की, या दूसरे पैनलिस्ट में से एक खातून ने बात की, आई एम सॉरी मैं उनका नाम नहीं जानता, लेकिन ये कि उन्होंने बड़ी अच्छी बात की कि वो होममेड फूड्स बना रही हैं और इस तरह के मतलब स्टार्टअप्स उन्होंने लिए हुए हैं. मेरे अपने शहर में, छोटा सा शहर है मियां चनू खानेवाल के नजदीक, तो यहाँ औरतें होममेड फूड बना रही हैं और अच्छी खासी अर्निंग कर रही हैं. तो हमारी को भी चाहिए कि वो हमारी जो खास तौर पे जो यंग गर्ल्स हैं उनको कम से कम ये सिलाई कढ़ाई ये मतलब मैं कहता हूँ मतरूक कर देना चाहिए. ये सिलाई कढ़ाई, ये डिजाइनिंग ठीक है पहले, और खास तौर पे जो ट्यूशन कल्चर है कि हमारी बच्चियां ट्यूशन पढ़ा के कुछ अर्निंग कर लेंगी, उनको मजीद चीजें सिखानी चाहिए. जैसे अभी बात हो रही थी, मैंने चूंकि सेशन थोड़ा मिस भी किया कनेक्टिविटी इशू की वजह से, कि उनको ई कॉमर्स पे ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए. ये फाइबर और इस तरह की जो चीजें हैं, होममेड फूड्स है, तो हमारी गवर्नमेंट को जो भी अगर यहाँ पॉलिसी मेकर बैठे हैं तो उनको पॉलिसी अपनी ऐसी बनानी चाहिए कि वो ये जो एक टिपिकल कल्चर है ना सिलाई कढ़ाई वाला, उसको छोड़ के ये जदीद चीजें इनको सिखानी चाहिए.
Thank you. Thank you,
Shafara, just going to quickly add to it, and then there's a question for Sara in the chat box for quite some time. But thank you, Abu Bakar. I'm the one who said this. I'd quickly like to tell you that आपने बहुत अच्छी बात की है. और मियां चन्नू, एक तो वहाँ की बर्फी इतनी फेमस है, मैं यही सोचती रहती हूँ कि आप लोग क्यों नहीं जाके उनको आइडिया पिच करते हैं कि वो बर्फी ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर कर लें. मैंने तो बहुत ज्यादा खाई है. एंड यू नो, सो देयर आर ऑल दीज क्रिएटिव आइडियाज दैट यू कैन डू. अपना माइक म्यूट कर लीजिएगा, डिस्टर्बेंस है काफी जी. तो अबू बकर साहब, वहां पे आपकी बात, आपने एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन रेज किया है दैट वी नीड टू टेक्नोलॉजिकली एम्पावर विमेन थ्रू आईटी सॉल्यूशंस, एंड दिस इज वेरी वेरी सिंपल टू डू. आपको आजकल, अब आपको पता होगा कि पेमेंट गेटवेज का भी सिस्टम बहुत हमारे पास काफी काम इसमें चल रहा है. सो विमेन कैन लिटरली, देयर आर सो मेनी इनिशिएटिव्स, देयर PayPro, there's ParkPay, there is अब तो स्टेट बैंक अपना ऑफिशियल पेमेंट गेटवे लॉन्च कर रहा है, करंदाज. उसके अलावा I know that Ikram Second Company, they've started their own initiatives जहाँ पे आपको फिंजा है, कीनू है, मोबाइल वॉलेट्स हैं. आपको एक कंप्यूटर भी नहीं चाहिए, आपको सिर्फ एक सेल फोन चाहिए, जैज कैश है, ये सारी चीजें. तो अगर आप थोड़ा सा सपोर्टिव हो जाएंगे उन खवातीन के लिए जो आपकी कम्युनिटी के अंदर हैं, उनको जाके सिर्फ ये सिस्टम्स यूज करना बता दें, एंड हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू लर्न, that is something that you need to take the charge at, and then you know you can empower them through these means. We're always available. I've seen the US Embassy heavily, invests in these matters where they do a lot of these training sessions. So, आप लोग क्योंकि alumni हैं, you're all very lucky that you have access to these things. सिर्फ एक चीज याद रखिएगा, whatever you've learned here, even if it's like little things like जो आपको माहीन अहमद ने कहा कि किस तरह आप Fiverr कर सकते हैं, Upwork कर सकते हैं. The things that you're learning here, it's very important for each one of you to teach one. I always say EOTO, each one, teach one. So go back today, whatever you've learned today, please go ahead. And Shapara, with your permission, if it's okay. Sarah, there's a question in the chat box because I've been following.
Yes, I have opened that question. Thank you so much, Hansa, for pointing out with the question.
And I have just one thought I'd like to share.
Please.
On that question that that he talked about.
Abu Bakr,
So I personally think that Silai Kadhai shouldn't be looked down upon. It's a skill. It's a skill that makes our culture the way it is. It's a big skill that is a part of our culture. And I don't think that this shirt I'm wearing, ये पाकिस्तान में कढ़ाई हुई भी है, और अगर ये कोई नहीं करता तो I wouldn't be wearing this. It's a very important skill and shouldn't be looked down upon. And I think that कि उनको और tech skills सिखाकर, as Anza said, कि उनको अगर आप ये सिखा दें कि how to sell their products online, how to sell their embroidered shirts online, I think that would make a world of difference for them. So no job, no skill should be looked down upon. कढ़ाई सिलाई है, तो हमारा एक narrative दिमाग में बना हुआ है ना कि ये तो काम औरतें सिर्फ यही करती हैं, ये वो. It's very empowering if a woman has that skill. उसको कैसे social media पर sell करना है, वो आपने उनको सिखाना है. So I feel like I just wanted to add that here because I often see people के सिलाई कढ़ाई को जरा look down upon करते हैं. Fashionable.
Very true. Thank you so much, Maheen, and thank you so much, Ansa. Okay, Sarah, we have a question for you, and the question जो है वो शनीला ने पूछा है. Let me rephrase it. वो कहती हैं कि जो हमारा urban area है, नहीं हमारे गांव की साइड पर जो है young age में शादी वगैरह के हवाले से जो है वो हम अक्सर देखने में आता है, pregnancies हो जाती हैं, और ये एक ऐसा pandemic ही है जो कि rural area में बहुत ज्यादा देखने में आता है. और आदमियों का वहां पर, या कह लो majority का ख्याल है कि खवातीन को empower आप करोगे तो domestic violence जो है वो ज्यादा हो जाएगा. और ये एक चेन है जो कि कहते हैं ना, खातून को अगर आप एम्पावर कर देते हो तो उसको जो है वो उसके दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा. एक कॉमन कॉन्सेप्ट है व्हाट दे बिलीव इन कि इफ यू एम्पावर वुमन शी विल बी आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल. सो इफ यू वांट टू कंट्रोल हर you make sure that she's not empowered economically. So what will you say कि how and who can break this chain? Sarah, this is for you from Shanila.
Yeah, no, that's a very important question and something that we experience, I think, both in urban areas and also rural areas the same way. And I think, so how I see it is कि अक्सर होता ही है कि जब हम इस तरह के वुमेन्स एम्पावरमेंट प्रोग्राम्स कर रहे होते हैं तो हम वुमेन पे इतना फोकस करते हैं कि वी ऑफ्टन फॉरगेट देयर प्राइवेट रियलिटीज, व्हाट हैपेंस इन देयर होम्स. बिकॉज होता है कि ऑल ऑफ अ सडन नाउ दैट द वुमन हैज मोर पावर बिकॉज शी इज अर्निंग मोर, द पावर डायनामिक इट शिफ्ट्स. And men feel threatened. They obviously feel threatened because जो औरत है वो कमा के ला रही है, she's becoming more independent, she has more control over finances. So definitely, the men, मर्दों की तरफ से pushback definitely होता है. How we, how I in my programs try to sort of counter that is कि we also make men part of this solution. हम अगर मर्द खवातीन के साथ अगर कोई काम कर रहे हैं, so we also try to engage their parents. ठीक है, अगर unmarried हैं तो try to engage their parents. Tell them हम क्या काम कर रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं, इससे आप उनको क्या फायदा होगा, किस माहौल में आपकी बच्ची या बेटी जा रही है, what steps are we taking to ensure she is in a safe and secure environment, and what kind of things we are teaching them. Because अक्सर उनको ये भी होता है कि क्या दिमाग में अजीबोगरीब चीजें उनके दिमाग में भर रहे हैं. तो we try to be as transparent as possible in telling them हम किस तरह के कोर्सेज पढ़ा रहे होंगे या हम किस तरह के skills impart कर रहे होंगे, और इसके साथ साथ making them part of the conversation. And then similarly अगर उनके husbands हैं तो taking them on board, having a dialogue with them before even starting any program. कि देखिए, it's not just her that is being, मतलब वो सिर्फ खवातीन नहीं है जिसकी लाइफ में बेहतरी आएगी, but as a family unit, you will be empowered. You will be in a better state. You will be able to afford better healthcare. You will be able to afford better food and better opportunities and better education for your children. So your overall life quality is improving. So it's very important to make men part of these conversations. So because I think why they lash out is because they feel left out. Because they feel like all of these decisions are being taken, or उनकी power जो है वो कम हो रही है. It's very important to have them on board, have a conversation with them, and we have seen कि लोग वाकई समझते हैं. Once you talk, you have a dialogue with them. It's all about talking to the other person. You talk from a place of empathy, you talk from a place of compassion and logic, and they will get it. They do.
Yep.
Most definitely.
Empathy.
Sorry.
Gigi, please.
I also feel like this term, that domestic violence against women, is a very flawed narrative, because then we're not talking about who is responsible for it. We're just making women feel like victims. So we need to talk about people who are responsible for this. People who go out and make life of women miserable. Ab maine ye gaon ka, it's not just a problem of a village or a town. And I have seen educated men do the same thing. It's the mentality. It's the way they're raised. They need to see ki, they are not entitled to everything that they feel. Ki matlab khana aage rakho, yun karo, flan karo, I will not do anything because I'm entitled to this. This entitlement ka jo behavior hai na, that gives them the power to make a girl feel inferior. So jab hum wo change karenge narrative, we will hold them responsible for the things that they do wrong. I think that can make a huge difference, because when we say domestic violence against women, we don't talk about men. We talk about women. We say a raped woman. Who raped her? It was a man who raped her. But we don't talk about that, because for years, that's how the narrative of misogyny has been manipulated.
Built. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to conclude this thing because we have like a time restriction. So last question I'll be taking Myra Siddiqui ka. I can see the raised hand. So Myra, let's have your question. What you have to say?
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, this is Mudassir Siddiqui. I just logged in with my daughter's name as we were having class.
Okay, all right. Gigi Mudassir, please.
Lecturer in the Department of Linguistics and Corporate Communication Department at KSB Institute of Technology, Karachi. Now, first of all, hats off to you all on this very such issue. मैडम ने भी एक एक्रोनियम इस्तेमाल किया था EOTO. तो मैं भी आज के सेशन की तारीफ करना चाहूँगा कि ये इतना इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक था कि इसके ऊपर मुझे अपनी रैम और रोम क्लियर करनी थी. How what am I thinking on this topic to provide facilitation to my students, especially girls student जो बहुत ज़्यादा एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में और उनके फेसबुक रिक्वेस्ट आते रहते हैं मेरे पास. तो आज के सेशन ने ये बहुत सारी चीज़ों से इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी बनाया. आप लोगों ने वायलेंस से भी रिलेट हुआ, पेरेंटिंग से भी और तमाम चीज़ों से. तो सबसे पहली तारीफ तो रैम करके कहूँगा कि ये रियलिस्टिक था सब कुछ जो आपने कहा, एक्शनेबल है और मल्टी डायमेंशनल था. तो रैम हो गया मैम, और रोम भी है क्योंकि रैशनल था सब कुछ. एवरीथिंग वाज रैशनल. मेरी भी दो बेटियां, आई वुड लाइक देम टू सी इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. और पहली वाली का तो केस भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. शी इज हार्ड ऑफ हियरिंग, सो आई वांट हर टू एस्टैब्लिश अ बिजनेस एज सून एज पॉसिबल फॉर हर फ्यूचरिस्टिक गोल्स इंशाल्लाह. और रोम इसलिए कि रैशनल था, ऑपरेशनल है. ये लड़कियों को एज हासिल है अगर वो ऑनलाइन बिजनेस करती हैं. मर्दों की जिम्मेदारी है कि उनको लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड भी दें और अपने घर की औरतों के लिए, बच्चियों के लिए जगह भी क्रिएट करें और जो उनके आउटडोर काम है उन्हें भी संभालें. सो इट्स ऑपरेशनल एवरी स्ट्रेटजी दैट इज शेयर. एंड लास्ट इज इट फुल ऑफ माइंडफुलनेस. मैं बहुत क्लियर हुआ हूँ इस इशू के ऊपर, गर्ल्स इनटू बिजनेस एंड हाउ दे आर डूइंग. Plus on Sunday, your style of delivery, all of you guys are there, and things, I guess, from Lahore and all. So it was really easy to listen to you and learn a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mudassir साहब.
आपके सेशन के बाद मैंने अपने फेसबुक पेज पे ओपन क्वेश्चन भी रखे हुए स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. मैंने शेयर करके कहा कि if you want to ask anything regarding this, so inshallah I will be referring what I have learned during this thing.
Excellent.
Thank you, inshallah. Hope to. I was ex teacher, by the way. Therefore, I'm alumni of.
Okay, mashallah. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Mudassir साहब. बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. अच्छा, before we conclude and I invite जो है वो Council General to this discussion, I guess we have a group photo to take and we have like a different setup of things. So last in conclusion के लिए, if all three of you would like to add any comment or remark or any advice to everyone who's listening and watching you right now? Short and to the point, please. Who would like to go first? Anyone?